France has one of the most famous cuisines in the world. And over the next few days, we're going to show you the best dishes you need to try when you come to Paris.
For our first dish, we are starting off with a traditional French crepe. This is kind of like a pancake, but thinner, and they have so many different kinds of toppings. I chose the one with caramel and salted butter. This is perfection. It's like a little bit crispy on the outside and then nice and soft on the inside. Naick has the savory version, which is called a galette, and this one has ham and egg. So we've come to this market located on the Place de la Bastille. It has dozens of different food stalls.
France is known for its cheeses, le fromage. So we have this, which is a quiche, it has cheese inside, and this version also has spinach and salmon.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Oh wow. It's got this nice crispy crust on the outside and the inside. You have the cheese and the salmon, really good. Now, if you want something different, they also have a version with bacon, or they also have a cheese soufflé.
Markets have some of the best food in Paris, and I absolutely love the vibe of this one. But now we're going to go to a traditional French bistro.
Merci.
We've come to this place called Au Bourguignon du Marais, and they specialize in one thing, which is this boeuf bourguignon. This is beef and it's been stewed for hours in like a French red wine. There's some bacon in there, some mushrooms, some other veggies. It just smells amazing and it comes in this beautiful looking pot. Oh wow. The meat has been stewed for so long it just falls apart. And then the red wine sauce has been thickened. What is not to love about this dish?
We found a list of the best beef bourguignons in all of Paris, and this place was on that list.
This place is a bistro. In comparison to a restaurant, the food is a bit more simple here. It's more like home-cooked meals they have here.
I have the magret de canard, which is duck, something they have a lot here in France. So the pinkish on the inside, nice and crispy on the outside, and a small layer of fat here, which gives it a lot of flavor. Now this sauce is a blueberry sauce de myrtille. So we're gonna soak it up a little bit. We've got some potatoes, some veggies here as well. This is actually really good.
It's almost like the French know how to cook.
And for dessert, we have this chocolate cake with caramel ice cream and crème anglaise. It was absolutely delicious. We've been to Paris about 7 or 8 times and we're gonna show you 18 dishes in total, but it is the last 2 that to us are our personal favorites, the best French foods you could find in Paris, coming up at the end of the video. Now France is of course super famous for its pastries, and we just went to a local bakery right around the corner here. They have beautiful French baguettes, but especially the baked goods and the desserts. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is a lemon tart and it just looks out of a dream. I'm gonna dive right in.
She couldn't contain herself anymore.
Wow. It's better than a dream.
Now I've chosen my personal favorite pastry here in France, the éclair. It's beautiful, it's simple, it's a pastry. They fill it up with chocolate cream and then they put another layer of chocolate on top. It's kind of like a chocolate mousse cream inside. Then you've got the crunchy chocolate on top. Now this is the simple everyday version of éclair. If you want something a little bit more fancy, you should head to Galeries Lafayette.
Galeries Lafayette is the fanciest department store in all of Paris. Look at these. These are like designer eclairs, little pieces of art, and I'm going to eat them. Wow. Best eclair ever. Like it's in a whole different league.
It's a flavor explosion in my mouth. Now, for something completely different, we've come to one of our favorite restaurants in Paris. I mean, just the vibe here alone is crazy. Now, a lot of people wonder, like, do they really eat snails in Paris? I can say, yes, they do. this restaurant's specialty is snails, because the name of the restaurant is Escargot de Montreuil. So you grab this little thing that looks like a torture device, but it's actually a little grip, and you grab them like this. Take the little utensil right here, and then you pull out the snail like this. That's it. Wow. It's actually really good. They have a special flavor. The standard one is with a lot of garlic, but this one has a little bit of a spicy kick to it. You can see there's also butter inside. Now for the actual best part is that you pour out the rest of the butter into the little pan, and then you dip the breadsticks.
So here we have another French classic. This is beef tartare. It is ground beef that they mix in with usually a little bit of pickled vegetables, some mayonnaise, some mustard, and in this case there's also some oil on there that seems to have like lots of herbs in there. It's topped with a refreshing little salad, nice and crispy. But plot twist, this is actually raw beef. It's really, really typical for France, and it's perfect to have in summer because right now it is 35 degrees Celsius, and I would just love nothing more than to have a nice and refreshing meal. So wow, I can think of nothing in the entire world that I would like better right now. And it's served with some French fries, winning at life.
This restaurant actually offers a set menu. You can have a 2-course meal for just 19 euros. So you can have a starter and a main, or a main and dessert, or you can have 3-course menu for just 29 euros. I have the esturgeon. This is a sturgeon type of fish in a typical French way with capers on top and then some buttery sauce, because I mean it's France. Oh, it sounds like there's an emergency going on somewhere. Somebody didn't put enough butter on the meal. I love like food prepared the French way, my favorite kind of way.
Crème brûlée, one of the best French desserts. A custard-based dish. They put sugar on top and then they caramelize it with a blowtorch. Hence the name crème brûlée, burnt cream. So we've been to Paris a bunch of times, and if there's one thing I recommend you do before you come here, it's learning at least a little bit of French. Most Parisians don't speak fluent English, which means that even simple things like ordering food can turn into a bit of a struggle. End up standing in a bakery, hoping that you're actually ordering a croissant and not accidentally declaring war on the entire country. If you're interested in learning French, definitely check out Rosetta Stone, which is our partner for this video. Using Rosetta Stone, you'll learn real phrases that you'll actually use out in the real world, like trying to order a coffee, asking to have it to go, or paying the bill. And it's a really immersive platform. They show you pictures.
Nous sommes des touristes.
And you can actually hear native speakers say the phrases, which makes it so much easier to learn. Now, I already speak some French, but I was getting a little bit rusty, so I've been using their app to brush up a little bit. The lessons take just 5 or 10 minutes, plus they have this really cool feature called True Accent, which analyzes your speech and then gives you feedback to help improve your accent.
2 adultes et 2 enfants.
2 adultes et 2 enfants. I really love that, especially for beginners, because that's what you need to have the confidence to actually go out into the real world and use what you've learned. So the truth is this: the French really appreciate it if you at least try. It shows respect and it will make your trip so much smoother. So if you want that, check out Rosetta Stone. Right now, they're offering over 60% off their unlimited languages subscription, which gives you access to all 25 languages for life. Click the link in the description box below to get started today.
Good morning, it's time for some breakfast. They have the best breakfasts in the world. We are here at Du Pain et des Idées. This is an award-winning bakery.
And it is so beautiful on the inside. It's like, it looks like it has 200 different kinds of beautiful pastries. So we bought a couple. I'm going to start off. Usually in France, I think this is called a pain au chocolat, but here they call it a chocolatine. And it's essentially like kind of a puff pastry, but in the middle, wow.
I have the very classical one, which is a croissant. Look at this. You can hear the crispiness.
The crunch.
This is so flaky, but it's still like soft and wow.
This is called an escargot au pistache. And escargot means snail. And the middle part is supposed to be the best part. It has a little bit of pistachio, a little bit of chocolate. Wow. If you want to have some breakfast pastries, come as early as you can. Like by 10 a.m. I think a lot of places kind of run out of this good stuff, especially on the weekend.
I think it's time to eat one of the most French things you can eat. This is baguette. It's a little masterpiece. The French love their baguette and they've perfected it over hundreds of years. They've put all their effort into this.
This is hundreds of years old?
No, luckily not. And the typical way the French have their baguette is jambon beurre. It's the most classical thing you can eat here. The quintessential French lunch. Wow. This baguette is really next level. It's really crunchy. It's a little bit chewy. And then you've got the ham and the butter giving it like a smooth texture. And now that was the classical baguette they have here in Paris. Now behind me is a shop that has won, not once, but twice, the World Championship for the best lobster roll. Now what makes it so good is the brioche bun. You know, they really know their breads here in France. They fill it up with lobster and then he takes this really huge turkey bastard, fills it up not once but twice with butter and then just pours it on top. Wow. You really need to try this, Kim. It is ridiculous how good this is. And France really has great seafood. They have like oysters and they have lobster and they have big seafood platters. And I think this is like a really nice modern take on it. And with the French bread and 2 kilos of butter.
The butter. Life is good. So next up we are having one of the most heavenly little snacks in all of Paris. We have come to La Durée, which is world famous for its macarons. Look at this pretty little box that they put it in. Unbelievable. So these are about the most high-end macarons you're going to be able to find, and they are not cheap. This little box costs 26 euros for 8 pieces, but they're supposed to be the absolute best. They've been making them for 150 years. Oh my goodness. In 37 years of life, I have never had a macaron, and I've tried a bunch of them as good as this one.
This is why I love France. Life is too short to drink bad wine. I agree. Now it's time for the moment suprême. All the restaurants we walked past were empty, but here people are queuing up, waiting for it to open up. The thing is, they only make one dish, but they make it really, really well. We've come to the restaurant called Relais de l'Entrecôte, and they only serve one dish. You can't even like order here or something. They just come and ask, how do you want your meat? And that's it. This is steak frites. It was voted as the most French dish in all of France by the French people. This cut of meat is called entrecôte, which is kind of like a ribeye. It's served with frites, French fries. We are in France. And then this thick, creamy sauce, of which they keep the recipe very, very secret. Wow. It's so good. The meat is so soft, but that sauce is like so much flavor in there. And this is my favorite dish in all of France. And after this, we're gonna have Kim's favorite dish.
I have come by myself to the Bistrot de Paris, and I'm actually here to try their signature dessert, but I felt a little bit embarrassed, like a little bit cheap if I were to come here and just have a dessert. So I'm also going to show you this, which is typically French. It's called œuf maillot. It's literally just a hard-boiled egg cut in half and topped with French mayonnaise. I've never had it, but it's a classic, so we're gonna try. So much mayonnaise. It's the fact that it's really good mayonnaise. You can just taste the Dijon mustard in there. You can tell this is not store-bought stuff. It's actually really good. But now, and then here it is, people, my favorite dish in all of France. This is called a profiterole. In English, that is a choux pastry. It just looks amazing and it's so big. I feel like this is almost like the size of my head. I should not have had the eggs with mayo, that was too much. Anyways, you can have this with custard, whipped cream on the inside, but this one is with ice cream. I have been looking forward to this. I'm so glad I don't have to share this. If you want to see more of Paris, you can watch our video on the best 2 days in Paris here. Or if you want to know what not to do when you visit Paris, go watch our don'ts video right here.